Gilgamesh is a legendary figure from ancient Mesopotamian mythology and is the central character in the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known literary works. He is often described as a historical king who reigned over the Sumerian city-state of Uruk, which is located in modern-day Iraq. Gilgamesh embodies the struggle for meaning and purpose that unites humanity. His reign, shrouded in myth and legend, speaks to a time of great innovation and cultural development in ancient Mesopotamia. Gilgamesh's exploits, etched into clay tablets, have traversed centuries, offering us a glimpse into the beliefs and anxieties of a civilization long gone. Gilgamesh's exploits, etched into clay tablets, have traversed centuries, offering us a glimpse into the beliefs and anxieties of a civilization long gone. Through his story, we encounter themes of friendship, loss, the fear of death, and the eternal human desire to leave a lasting mark on the world. The Epic of Gilgamesh was rediscovered in the 19th century in Nineveh, within the ruins of King Ashurbanipal's library. These fragile clay tablets, inscribed in cuneiform writing, contained an epic poem capable of profoundly impacting both archaeology and theology. The meticulous translation of the tablets revealed a story at once familiar and surprising from the biblical narratives that shaped Western civilization. The discovery presented scholars with a tantalizing conundrum. How could two cultures seemingly separated by time and geography share such striking similarities in their accounts of the flood? Both the Epic of Gilgamesh and the biblical book of Genesis narrate a global flood sparing only a chosen few. In both narratives, a righteous man receives divine instructions to build a ship to survive the impending flood. Utnapishtim in the Epic of Gilgamesh and Noah in the Bible are tasked with preserving life from the devastating floods. The parallels go beyond these basic premises. Both accounts feature the release of birds in search of dry land, a sign of divine favor bestowed upon the chosen survivors, and a subsequent covenant between God and humanity. These striking resemblances have sparked intense debate and speculation among scholars regarding the relationship between these two ancient texts. The discovery of the Epic of Gilgamesh, with its narrative of the flood that predates the biblical account by centuries, has led some scholars to theorize that the biblical story may have been influenced by Mesopotamian traditions. This theory gains even more strength when considering the origins of Abraham, considered the patriarch of the Abrahamic religions. He came from Ur, a city located in ancient Mesopotamia. It is conceivable that Abraham, having grown up in a culture steeped in Mesopotamian mythology, was familiar with the story of Utnapishtim and the flood. This narrative, transmitted through generations, could then have been incorporated into the oral traditions of the first Israelites, thus entering the Bible. In turn, the most fundamentalists will argue that the ancient Mesopotamians inherited this narrative from Noah's descendants and modified it. However, there is no way to prove this. Whether the biblical flood narrative was directly borrowed from the Epic of Gilgamesh, or whether both stories were based on a shared cultural memory of a devastating flood, remains a subject of ongoing scholarly discussion. Regardless of the answer, the similarities between these two ancient texts underscore the universality of certain human experiences and anxieties. The flood narrative, with its themes of destruction, renewal, and the fragile relationship between humanity and the divine, transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to a primal fear of environmental catastrophe. The fact that such stories appear in different cultures and time periods suggests that these anxieties are deeply ingrained in the human mind. The flood narratives of the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Bible, although separated by time, as well as religious and cultural contexts, remain impactful for today's readers. These ancient stories remind us of the destructive power of nature and the importance of heeding nature's warnings, whether from a spiritual or physical point of view. The same can be said about the hope of renewal and redemption in the face of adversity. Whether inspired by a shared cultural memory or direct borrowing from tradition, the flood narratives of Gilgamesh and Noah stand as powerful testaments to the transcendence of an account and its ability to connect us across millennia. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any updates. See you next time.